I have wasted a lot of my time and I have created series of backlogs in this journey. I didn't want to, but yes, I have created. If that is your feeling and that is your situation, then my dear JEE warriors, this is the right place for you to be. And if you do this, you can easily secure an easy 95 percentile in your January JEE examination. Good evening, my dear JEE warriors. My name is Gaurav Arora and I'm here with the set of NCERT chemistry chapters that you should do from now till your January JEE examination. And if you do this, you can easily secure an easy 95 percentile in your minimum of 95 percentile in your January JEE examination. And beta, if you promise that you will be investing sufficient amount of practice questions also, then this 95 percentile can easily turn around into a 99 percentile for chemistry I'm talking of. So yes, chemistry has three portions: organic, inorganic, and your physical chemistry. This is not even 6 months. There is not even 6 months left for us to sit into that January examination for JEE mains. So practically this is 5 months or maybe 5.5 months for few. Now, let us quickly go through the in-depth analysis of the NCERT based chemistry chapters which you should do, starting with organic chemistry, because our class 12th is the complete one NCERT is organic chemistry. So people have this misconception: if I do those organic chemistry chapters of class 12th, then it will be helpful for my boards also, and I can do and perform very well with my JEE examination also. That is a myth, my dear students, because actually for mastering those organic chemistry questions, because yes, with the pattern of organic shift that we have taken, that we have seen in even a mains examination, is beta, you are not supposed to only memorize those reactions. Obviously, visualizing the mechanism, the electron flow, because what is basically these organic mechanism, sir? Electron flows from higher concentration to lower concentration. That means everything flows from higher potential to lower potential, sir. Minus will be attracted towards plus. That beautiful mechanism is nothing but the foundation of organic chemistry. And in order to master that beta, please go through the GOC and the general organic chemistry and the isomerism basics of class 11th. Couple it up with the hydrocarbons logic again of class 11th, because those alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, and aromatic compounds are going to conceptualize your understanding in class 12th organic. And then definitely go to haloalkanes and haloarenes, followed by alcohols, phenols, and ethers, then your aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid, and end your game with amines. Yes, you have to conceptualize organic and then go to the NCERT based chapters. Those reactions you should definitely learn, but understand the basic ideology of mechanism as well. Couple up with basics of chemical bonding also, because chemical bonding brushing will obviously help you with foundational mechanisms of organic chemistry. And sir, individually, that chemical bonding is also going to give you at least two or maybe three questions directly from the concepts of VSEPR theory, molecular orbital theory, and those hybridization. If you master them, then complete side of organic, conceptual organic, and obviously along with that your inorganic chapters will be done. Moving forward, yes, people definitely say that, sir, the aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid chapters have so many reactions in NCERT. Yes, once you conceptualize your organic from class 11th, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid, the electron displacement effects will be visually clear to you, and hence you will be conceptualizing these chapters, so the number of reactions will also not appear that difficult or trivial to you. Coming to, sir, what about biomolecules and practical organic chemistry? Yes, once you do them properly, beta, keep them as a side note. If you get time, do them. Yes, for biomolecules, I would definitely suggest just do those reactions of carbohydrates, that table of vital amines, the vitamins, and the basic ideology of nucleic acid. For proteins, just read that NCERT table of essential and non-essential amino acids. Beta, I am not even saying this for getting a 95 percentile. If you just try to aim for this 95 percentile just by being disciplined with your NCRT, definitely advance is going to be your piece of cake. But yes, while reading, please make sure you are conceptualizing all your notes very properly, revising them over and over again, and practicing requisite number of PYQs, because attempting PYQ is obviously the only holy grail to crack JEE examination. Moving to the inorganic side of chemistry, obviously the inorganic syllabus has been drastically reduced, but yes, the the foundational conceptual side of inorganic chemistry is still those beautiful chapters of chemical bonding, periodic table, and then couple it up with D block element, P block element, or salt analysis if you want an edge of scoring of getting into a 99 percentile, then only you should aim for, or else chemical bonding, periodic table, and coordination compounds. Yes, for D block elements, D and F block, I would definitely rather suggest at least do those 3 pages of NCRT where the details of K2, Cr27, and K1O4 is given. That will definitely clear all your conceptual understanding of inorganic chemistry. And yes, these chapters are high yielding beta. For example, if you just learn your physics and mathematics, even physical chemistry, sometimes even after studying very properly, it in the examination, maybe your numerical answer is right or not will depend on the situation where you are solving it. But the percentage yield of these chapters are awesome. They are amazing. If you know the concept, you just see the question, tick the question. Yes, now these days they do not give you no brainers, they do not give you single liners. Yes, you have to use your brain, and hence I am saying at least read them conceptually, and once you read them you will get a percentage yield of like 85%, 90%, more than 90% for coordination compounds. So definitely this side of inorganic chemistry will give you marks also, and will save your time also, which you will invest with your mathematics, physics, and physical chemistry question. So coming to the third area of chemistry, which is the physical chemistry, where obviously the phase one is your concept building. Go to the NCRT chapters of what? Sir, NCRT chapters of mole concept. Then you should switch to thermodynamics, because it also has a beautiful percentage yield. If you just put in the formula, just put the values that are given, and answer is very probable you'll be getting your answer in your examination. There are no brainers with thermodynamics. Then definitely atomic structure, sir, quantum numbers, Bohr model, Heisenberg principle, just those basic formulas, de Broglie dual nature, electronic configuration, and hydrogen spectrum, those Lyman-Balmer series calculation questions, that lambda, the wavelength calculation questions. Coming to equilibrium and redox, yes, for equilibrium I would definitely say just know what is law of mass action, how to calculate Kp and Kc for some reactions. For ionic side of equilibrium, just know how to calculate the pH of acids, of bases, of salt hydrolysis, of buffer solution, that Henderson equation, that's it. And yes, you should know how to balance a redox reaction, and how to do number of law of equivalence, number of gram equivalent of oxidant will be equal to reductant. You just have to calculate the valency factor. Those basic questions just do from NCRT and practice relevant question. Moving to class 12th organic, again a very high percentage yields. The one chapter of solution and colligative properties, just the colligative properties beta are going to definitely give you one question. From electrochemistry, just do the Nernst equation, just do the Kohlrash's law, and definitely you are going to get at least one question from here. But yes, electrochemistry generally combine itself with the concept of ionic equilibrium, then the question becomes not doable for you also. But I'm not saying obviously not doable as in if you're trying to crack this question in a frame of 1 minute, then definitely that is not a case. But yes, at least if you are getting a easy one from this side, then this knowledge of electrochemical cell, EMF calculation, standard electrode potential, Nernst equation, conductance, and Kohlrash's law, logic you should know, because obviously you have to give your class 12th examination as well. So that NCRT detail is going to help you for boards also, and then definitely it will make one question for your JEE mains also. Moving to chemical kinetics, no brainer. You always get a question on zero order, first order, and the Arrhenius equation, that rate constant is equal to a into exponential of minus e upon rt. That only these few the formulas beta are going to make one, maybe two, sometimes more questions in your physical side of chemical kinetics. Now, sir, that means these are the only chapters that we have to do. Yes, but beta, just learning these chapters are not going to give you the exact marks, because we have seen the students attempting these chapters, then practicing mock test, as in you give test after learning them, just finish them asap, then start doing mock test, analyze those tests and repeat, go back to your class notes, go back to those pyqs, so that you can enhance the understanding of which formula you are missing. You will only be knowing which formula you are missing from your mind once you at first give these tests. Then you analyze whether you are forgetting, or maybe you are not selecting the right question. You are unnecessarily indulging in a question which is requiring more time. Rather, you have other easier questions which you should indulge in, but you are not good with selecting of the appropriate question. So beta, how will you analyze that? What is your problem? So finish off with these chapters, practice sufficient number of mock tests, and then most important, analyze those tests and repeat the process of learning the concepts again. Definitely this is going to give that 99, this is actually that 99 percentiler's habit beta. Do mocks, analyze them, and repeat the conceptual understanding. This will definitely give you all the benefits, all the dream AIR that you wish to secure in your JEE examination. With this, I just take a leave. But yes, if you have any query, any problem, any doubt relating to chemistry, hit the comment section and we will definitely come back to you. So all the very best. I'll see you soon.